Quit acting stupid. With
Bobby,
Jamie,
Rudy,
and
Andy. Dude, we totally butchered that, didn't we? Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Quit Acting Stupid. I'm your host, Jamie Paredes, and joining me as always are my brothers, Bobby, Rudy, and Andrew. Say hello, boys.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hey,
So we were a little background. We were supposed to be jumping out of the overlay as our names were being called, and I totally whiffed on mine. And yeah,
I didn't even look at you.
people-
I was so nervous about myself jumping out the correct direction.
I was trying to figure out where the camera was, and I was like, okay, just don't go the wrong way.
People on Spotify are like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
You know what? I think this is much better on Spotify. Our podcast.
You think so? You don't have to look at us.
Look at our stupid faces. Yeah.
Are we
was-
done with this? Hasn't this run its course?
I think it's run its course. I
Maybe.
wanted to try to make it a year, maybe to our 50th episode, and have like balloons in the background.
Let's just cancel it.
Balloons, or as Mom would say, balloons with an M.
Balloons. Yeah, I wanted balloons. Actually, I still have Parker's big ass balloons back here from her 21st birthday party.
Hey, what a perfect segue into our weekend.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, this is my first rodeo.
He knew
Yeah,
what he was doing.
I knew what I was doing the whole time, man. Yeah, so we all got together on Saturday for Parker's 21st birthday. Happy birthday, Parker.
Yay.
She is currently in Vegas. Actually, I think she's landing back here in Kansas City as we speak.
So she was in Vegas having her second legal drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday being her first when she turned 21.
Yeah. She had a few drinks, got a little borracha.
Yes, she did. As did most of the people there. And I did not. We did a little karaoke that night on Saturday night, and it's funny because when I went into the building, I kind of motioned to the bouncer guy, like, "Do you need ID?" I think I might have actually said ID, and he looked at me like I was an idiot. I don't know. Maybe I just don't get out enough, but I'm like, why? Yeah, why would I think to have to show like?
His thought was, dude, I got a lot of people. Come
A lot
on,
of
man.
tables.
I mean,
I ain't got time for this shit.
I'm still conditioned to when I go to I guess that would be called a club. I mean, whatever.
Well,
that I have to show something.
He's like, sir, you have no hair. You're bald.
Exactly.
Funny
Yes.
story. Parker gets to the door, forgot her ID, had to go back to the car. On your
Or did she have her fake one with her? And I've known people that have, got stopped by a police officer for speeding or something, and they had their fake ID like in front of their real one.
I never had a fake ID. Did you guys all have fake IDs?
I did in a way. I had at our fraternity house. There was an older guy named We Win. Hopefully his brother was listening.
We win.
Yeah,
His brother's name is Wah.
His brother's Wah, and his older brother was also in our fraternity, and his name was Wee, and he gave me his expired driver's license. So I was Vietnamese for a couple semesters of my college career. So
people think I'm Filipino all the time. In fact, the guy at Ford recently came by, and his English is real rough, but he's like, you Filipino? And when I told him no, I was 100% Mexican, he seemed really disappointed. So sorry, but yeah, I've always been mistaken as Filipino. But
So did you have Jamie, did you have to memorize all the information that was on?
I did. I had it down. So I think it's a little PTSD from having to stand in line and having to be ready with an ID and look casual. Yeah.
Do you remember any of the information on that ID?
I do not.
Nick Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
Yuma. Little shout out to Vegas Vacation. No, but I did find one that I gave to Damian Polito in a taxi cab in New Orleans. I was in a taxi and there was a license in there for an Abundio Rodriguez.
Abundio.
Abundio, yes. And I gave it to
Wow.
You know I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
Okay, did it look anything like Damian Polito?
I think I was a little fuzzy. I don't remember. I think it was just like and in those days, how quality was, the equipment that they used. I think it was just a dark, fuzzy blob of a picture. So yeah, it did look like Damian.
Damian Polito.
Yes.
But yeah, so Parker got to the front door and she all of a sudden wasn't there. I'm like looking for her. And then when she finally came in, I'm like, what happened? I saw you there like 10 minutes ago. She's like, yeah, I forgot my ID. I had to go back to the car. I'm like, it's your night that we're celebrating that. Like, how would you forget that? But anyway.
Did she feel like she wanted to show it to prove that she was 21? Because I really think she probably could have gotten in without it.
Probably. I don't know. So here's the thing. So I met before we all met. So the party was like at 8:00 in Westport. So I met her and her friend Kenzie, and we met at Rudy's.
8:00.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Shout out to Ghostbusters. Yeah. So it was Miranda and James, Parker, Kenzie, me and Kim. We all met at Rudy's beforehand to get some dinner.
Where's my invite?
Oh boy.
No,
it's probably with my invite to the Royals game. So anyway, yeah. So we all went to Rudy's, and when she came in with Kenzie, into Rudy's with Kenzie, she already looked like she had a few. She was pre-gaming.
Pre-game.
Kenzie of Rancho Grande fame.
Yes, Kenzie, who's now become famous from our podcast. Yes, they came into Rudy.
She thanked us for the shout out, by the way, too.
Yes. So, so she had already had a few, it looked like. Plus, they were passing out free margaritas at Rudy's, which was kind of nice.
What?
Yeah, that
free margaritas.
It was. Yeah, it was some new tequila. They were promoting. They had girls there with trays of margaritas, and so they're delicious margaritas. But so Parker was already kind of getting there. In
her defense, it was her birthday the moment she woke up. So
right, I think she had gone to brunch with her mom and had mimosas already. So she was,
Well, maybe if you told me there were delicious margaritas, I could have enjoyed them with you.
Triscuit crackers. I just bought some Triscuits for Macy's lunch. Macy started back to school this week, so I said, "What do you want for a snack?" And she wanted Triscuits. I was like, "Ew." I immediately thought of that. Yeah, I also thought, "Ew, I don't eat Triscuits," but that line from Billy Madison is.
So I'm sure this is how Parker always dreamed of her 21st birthday being with her aunts and uncles.
Her Uncle Bobby rubbing his butt crack up and down a stripper pole.
Surely we have the video of that somewhere, right?
Never happened.
Can I also say too that I was not there. I was unfortunately with my family in Sedalia at the state fair. It's
just unfortunate.
Do you realize how that came out? Unfortunately, I was with my family.
Well,
I was unfortunately with.
Unfortunately, I was out of town. No,
right. Okay.
Yes.
I think he said, unfortunately, I was with my family.
That's exactly what he said.
Yes.
Well, fortunately, I wasn't with this family, but
great.
My point is, I know nothing of anything that happened. So you start dropping little hints about a stripper pole, I know more context. You can't just leave.
All right. So here's what happened. Let me, since I'm the best at telling stories.
This is not Nam. This is bowling. There are rules.
Hey. So we walk into the room, and typically we've had the smaller rooms. And so Rudy, being that it was his daughter's 21st, he sprang for the big room. So we had a giant room, and
it wasn't the biggest room. They've got oh really? They've got even a bigger room.
All right. Well, it was bigger than the room that we've usually used. And Andrew, you've been to
right. It was.
Yeah, I've been there.
So you know what size those rooms are. So this one was a little bit bigger. And yeah, we walk in, and the first thing that we all notice is there's a fireman's pole right in the middle of the room. So,
Fireman's pole.
well, yeah, for the fireman to slide down.
Right.
There was
yes.
no hole. It was a stripper pole.
Well, Bobby was pretty hot that night.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I do. The things I enjoy the most are making a fool of myself, being the center of attention, and screaming into a microphone. And so this gave me a chance to do all of those. And what I think Parker was a little surprised at was that I was doing all this without even yet having a drink. So I mean, I ordered one as soon as I got there. But yeah, I mean, my first job was to pick up the mics and test out the pole, and yeah, we were gonna have a good time. And I think we did have a good time.
You put your testes on the pole, you mean? I had my first. Go ahead. What?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I had my first Jaeger bomb on Saturday. Anybody familiar with Jaeger bombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 20. I was 21 once.
It's like beer. Yeah, I don't know what. So
Back in
James bought a Jaeger bomb or a couple of, I don't know. Miranda and James were drinking them. They bought it for Parker, maybe. I don't know. Somebody didn't want it, so James is like, here, and I'm like, I've never had a Jaeger bomb, and
new shit has come to light.
yeah, it was good. It was good.
So we had fun drinking and singing. Although I guess in my case it was more like yelling into the microphone. But
singing shanties.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's kind of what
like
it
pirates.
always turns into. It's just a big mob of people screaming at the top of their lungs to, random 80s song.
Yeah, we had to hit the highlights. We had to hit Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe. We had to have the Humpty Dance by Digital Underground. What was another one we had there that we were all just killing, the three of us? Can't remember.
Killing as in no one will ever want to hear these songs again.
Killing as in we didn't even need the words. We were spitting.
You know which one we did that we'd never done before, and we absolutely fucking mashed was Parents Just Don't Understand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Slated.
I hadn't heard that song in years, but yeah, it was like I knew all the
Slated.
words. Picked it up and knew all the words.
Yeah, it was great. My apologies to one Josh Horn,
Yeah,
Kenzie's dad.
I was going to talk about that. I kept trying to make him feel comfortable because Kenzie's dad was over there in the corner, and
and he hadn't met any of us. He hadn't met me. In fact, so Parker and Kenzie, they've been friends since high school, and they had always said, "Oh, our dads would get along. We should, And so that's why I thought, well, we're having this party, and Parker's inviting Ken's, and I'm like, tell her dad to come along. And so, yeah, but that was his first time meeting us, and
Trying to make a love connection.
I don't know
there's
about that.
I was trying to. There's a song. Anyway, yeah, that's
Anyway,
right.
no, I kept trying to ask him, hey, do you want to sing? Because I felt like at times I was really hogging. I mean, go figure. I was hogging the mic, and so, hey,
But I mean, you really think though? I mean, he's in a room with 16 other people. He has no idea who they are. Yeah, give me that mic. Move over.
I don't know. Some people
lesson.
are very extroverted. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's possible. But no, he was completely content to let us just kind of make a fool of ourselves. And I think at one point, I apologized for our family. Really, I was apologizing for my behavior.
Yes.
But he said, no, hey, there's a lot of energy in this room. So I was like, yeah, that's a very polite way of putting it. Yeah, there is
no energy coming from Dion or Quentin.
That checks
Quinn
out.
got up and sang something, didn't he? I mean,
I think he did actually. Dion, I don't think moved the entire time.
He was. I think he was putting some alcohol away.
Oh, was he?
I think
Nice.
so.
you couldn't tell. He was very much in control. That's what I've noticed about Dion. Is he very much in control?
Yeah.
Very
Like I felt like
stoic.
I felt like I could have picked a fight with somebody there, and we would have been okay.
You and Dion.
Yeah, I think. Well, all of us. I would hope you guys.
All of us. Yeah.
If the Paredes turned out started a bar fight, I think it would have
Not
been
with
all
my
right.
back. Not with my bad back, Ed.
Like a big
You
bear,
shouldn't throw
man.
anybody.
I don't know where
Um,
the throw anybody.
yeah, I know. I'm
stuff is.
scrolling, but
Well, with your bad
anyway,
knee, Ed, you shouldn't throw anybody.
there it is.
So I don't know what else did you guys think about the party?
I thought it was.
This is the first time I had seen midnight, or I guess 11 o'clock, in a long time.
Yeah,
Usually I'm being woken up by Avery or somebody coming into my bed to wake me up, and yeah. So
I remember
yeah.
Jamie saying at the end at 11 o'clock, he's like, "Yeah, I'm usually getting up to pee for the first time right about now."
Yeah, the first of at least 2 every evening. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
Oh boy.
Wow. Yeah. No.
So the biggest thing I was worried about was whether she was going. I mean, because she left right at 11.
She left a little bit before. Manny was there. He's like, "Dad, I'm driving down the street. I'm passing the place right now." I'm like, "All right, you're gonna have to pass it and then turn around and come back. I'll be out there with Parker." And so we got her into his car. Luckily, he had a Dave and Buster's bag in the back seat because I believe it was filled. Yeah. So,
I was just nervous that was she going to make her flight the next morning. And when we got together at our mom's on Sunday, found out, yep, she got off, and so she's
sounds like it. Yeah, she
in Vegas.
She made it. She said a good nap helped. I think that first day, so she's back on schedule, and yeah, she had a good time. It sounds like. I didn't talk to her a whole lot. I didn't want to bother her, but yeah. So
they need to find out whether she lost money or won money.
I wonder if she even gambled.
Can you go to Vegas and not gamble?
Oh yeah.
I haven't been to Vegas since I was 16. So
I think it's pretty intimidating to just hop in there and start. No, I mean it's Vegas.
Pretty easy. Actually, land you right there in the airport. They've got slot machines. So.
Well, I'm talking about like the actual casinos. I mean, slot machines. That's not really gambling. It's just
you always double down. Always double down on an 11.
On 11.
Yeah. Always. Not always. Obviously this time, but
well, we may be seeing Vegas again soon because I think one Quentin Manuel is going to have a bachelor party, and he said he wanted to go out to Vegas. So I'm all for it.
Really?
That's what he said. We'll see.
He wants to go see an MMA fight live, which I could do without, but there's a lot of stuff to do in Vegas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what else going on?
What else, guys?
What I realized we never hit was we were all making fun of it at the time, but way back when Xavier had his graduation party, Bobby's recycling habits. Remember you remember?
Oh, really? We're going to go here? That's fine.
We didn't discuss this. You just threw us a curveball. But I do believe, Bob, that your recycling habits are all for naught. Like they're just not.
Yeah,
they're not correct. But I don't think you're different from anybody.
That Bobby is. I guess you are a gung ho recycler, correct, Bob?
Extremely gung ho? Yeah. Yeah. To the point of being just fanatical.
To the point of basically not recycling.
Yeah, you're not doing it correctly, so you're basically doing nothing.
Right.
I put it all in my recycle bin, and I assume that the folks there at our sanitation department will figure out what can be recycled and what can't. But
that's
I err on the side of assuming more can
of screwing the whole. You err on the side of screwing the whole thing up.
Right.
For everybody.
Because when you put your pizza box in recycling, it not only ruins your batch of recycling, but everybody else pretty much that they pick up. Like your pizza box has now contaminated all the recycling. They're not going to sit there.
Keep in mind
your pizza box.
I don't think so.
Pizza boxes are fine unless they have grease on them. Once it has grease on it, it's like contaminated basically.
What pizza box doesn't have grease on it?
Well, yeah, so basically pizza boxes are no go. But the big thing was forks, plastic forks he had at the graduation thing. And he wanted us to recycle them. Basically.
Put them in the sink, I rinse them off, and you throw them in the recycle bin. Yes. It's plastic. It's plasticware.
It's plastic that cannot be recycled.
No,
And I mean, he went as far as to dig them out of the trash.
Yes.
Um,
That's less that goes in the landfill and more that goes in the recycle bin.
No, it's all going to landfill. It's screwing up the anyway.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I don't
interesting you
think
mention this because my family just they were trying to. In fact, Xavier sent me probably 5 or 6 different articles just last night because last night was trash night. I had to get it out. Trash day was this morning, and so we were having a debate about what can be recycled. So Xavier, I think, was landing on kind of the same argument that you guys are making, that some of the stuff that I was putting in the recycle couldn't be recycled. They were saying like pill containers, and I was like, get out of here, that's crazy. Of course that can be recycled.
No, they can't.
Plastic.
There's numbers on them that will tell you. Like
I
you can
don't go
see
as far.
There's little triangles with numbers in them.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't memorize them, but if you have a question, you can Google it.
I've got them on a magnet that's on the fridge, so I can easily see. Okay, that's what this number means. That's what this number means, and they're X'd out if you can or can't.
Here's the thing. I'm like holding up the butter tub to the light to see, is that a 9 or with the triangle around it?
But if I turn it this way, it's a 6, and so I don't know.
Is that a niner in there?
I just try to wash everything because I remember James came to my house and I had a lot of like my McDonald's cups and stuff. They're rinsed and upside down. He's like, "Do you wash your trash?" And I'm like, "Well, it's the recycling, so I mean, I'll
do that. Yeah,
rinse it out, let it dry, and then I'll
Yes.
Even like with cans, like Macy like SpaghettiOs, those cans, I'll rinse them out, but you got to peel the paper off of the can.
I don't go that far.
You do.
Wrench around and wrench it off.
Wrench around and wrench it off. But anyway,
this was a riveting conversation. I'm glad Jamie took us here. I mean, I'm sure everybody was just on pins and needles wanting to know about my recycling habits. But yes, I err on the side of throwing more in the bin and figure that
I do think we are, it's a public service that we're letting people know that
we're outing.
We're outing you, but we're also teaching others that, look into your recycling habits, because you're not only not helping when you do it, but you're ruining everybody else's recycling. So like you're ruining the entire batch of recycling when you throw the wrong shit in there. So
I think Kaylee happened to mention when you were washing off the paper plate that because it's like that kind of specific like shiny plastic, like that doesn't get recycled at all.
It's paper.
Like
sure, it's paper.
No. And you would think somebody who wants to help so much would just look into it a little bit. You're ruining it. You're ruining it.
I don't think so.
That's
I just take pride in the fact that I take pride in the fact that when I pull my trash out of that there's very little trash in there because most of it is in the recycle bin.
It's kind of an odd flex, but we'll move on. That's fine. So what we did discuss before was that viral TikTok thing with what was it called? Like where you say
is it called a challenge? I don't even know what, or not a challenge, but what if I don't even know what
give me my money, or what is it?
All right,
give me my money. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the youngins out
give
there.
Give me my money.
Our crowd is pretty old, I would think. But yeah, so there's a TikTok thing where people basically, there's like a couple people that are in on this joke that they're playing on somebody that's not, and everybody goes around and says, "Give me my money," and then everybody claps, yay, or whatever. And then the next person does it. They say it in a different way or whatever. Anyway, long story short, the last person does it. Like when they say it, then nobody says anything and they look stupid. And everybody gets a big ha-ha out of it. I guess it's a big thing. Tyreek Hill did one. I've seen a couple others online, and we were talking about how stupid that is. And so, go ahead, give your thoughts. I don't.
No, go ahead, Bob.
I just think the things that this generation finds funny are just, what was the Bob Nelson comment? Bob Nelson, stand-up comedian from the late 80s, early 90s. That's not funny. That's dumb. It's not funny. I mean,
but these people are cracking up at it. They are just cracking up, and it made me think.
there's a big disconnect there, I guess, then between what this generation finds funny and I think what we found funny. But
I mean, what would you consider of all the, I guess, viral challenges and all that stuff? What would you think would be like the Mount Rushmore of stupidity as far as that stuff goes? Because it got me thinking of like whether it was the ice bucket challenge, which I get it originally started out with like for a good cause or whatever, but nobody actually like
donated.
It's just like, I'm gonna throw water on somebody.
The kids dumped water on me and I didn't give any money. I mean,
exactly.
This is just we look stupid.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? ALS is still around.
Yeah.
The whole thing, when you brought it up, when you sent it, it literally just made me think of, and I'm like, should this be a show topic? Things we hate. I literally have a list in my phone called Things I Hate.
Things I hate.
I keep it in my phone. And it's oh yeah. There's
I thought you wanted the episodes to be shorter.
I know, right? But like literally, we've compiled. Jamie and I have kind of, gone together and compiled this list of just stupidity, like people like being stupid. And
I'd throw out the Harlem Shake. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah,
where it was just
Harlem
like people would just act stupid.
Just
and then they stop freeze.
Yeah. Or like
they still back up
planking.
again?
What did you say, Jim?
Planking.
Planking.
Yeah. Like just stupid. Now there have been some funny ones. Go ahead, Bob.
What about parkour? That was a thing too, wasn't it?
It's a thing. I don't know if it's necessarily a like a challenge or anything. Like that the one I think Rudy you told me about. I don't think I've ever seen it, but where they a challenge. Somebody just yells, "Andy's coming!" Like Andy from.
I remember that.
I love that one.
See, that's fun.
That one is
that
fun.
was funny. But
there was also I think it was like I don't know if it was called a backpack challenge. This is a couple years ago where like kids in high school or middle school would like line up and a kid would run down the middle of the line and people would take their backpacks and just swing it at him and like beat the shit out of him. And he'd try to get through the line. It was almost like a football, like a running through the
tackling drill or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it was funny to watch, see kids get the shit beat out of them because they're stupid. That's always fun. But the Andy's coming challenge
is always fun. I mean, violence.
I mean, as long as it's not happening to me, and there's no like anger behind it, it's always fun. But the Andy's coming is great. I love that.
I'm gonna try and find this clip. Or didn't one of you guys sent that Tyreek Hill one? Or Rudy, didn't you have that one?
Yeah.
Like, I want to find that so people know exactly what we're talking about.
Okay, but
can you play it?
Do you guys remember the challenge? And maybe you guys already said it and I wasn't listening to you guys because that happens sometimes. But when people just, what was it called? When they were just frozen, like you'd go into a room and everybody, like no one's moving and people would go in and, what was that called?
Mannequin?
I don't think it was.
Mannequin.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it a mannequin?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will say that was just weird. And there was always like some old person in the room who couldn't quite keep still long enough. And they would always move like a grandpa or something. But when planking was a thing, I do have many pictures of like Miranda and Parker like laying on a fence at the zoo, like just face down. I thought it was kind of funny at the time, like laying on a picnic table, I mean,
it's kind of funny, like where you can be creative enough to do it.
Right.
It's always like a.
All right, I looked it up. The mannequin challenge was a viral internet video trend which became popular in November 2016. In this challenge, participants have to stay still in action. Have to stay still in action like a mannequin while a moving camera films them, often with the song "Black Beatles" by Ray Strummer.
Sounded like you said schlong. Sorry,
not at all.
Anyway.
He really jumped a step there.
That sounded like schlong to me. Hold on, I'm searching. You guys keep talking. I'm searching.
You always have schlong on the brain.
See, the funny thing is, you go to I think YouTube, and if you just type in the word "give," it comes right up. Give me my money. Is the it's
give me my money. Sorry.
What did? Because Rudy, you were the one that sent that Tyreek Hill one, weren't you?
No, who was that? I thought that was you, Jay.
Yeah, it was through Messenger.
I mean, I've got it on my.
That was you, Rudy.
I thought Rudy sent it to me.
Oh yeah, no. I think Jamie, because you did. I really send that? No, I just saw the Tyreek Hill one.
And then you sent it to
boring. Because Jamie, it shows that. I don't.
No, that's hold on, man.
Oh wait, this is the. Oh yeah, sorry.
Look in your messenger.
Did send the Tyreek Hill one.
Yes,
sorry,
you did.
Jamie, you sent the Chargers one. The San Diego Chargers did it.
It was in the article that he sent. Jamie sent the Forbes
article.
article.
Yeah, it was in the article. Yeah.
Okay, and then I later saw the Tyreek Hill.
Let me see if I can play one.
Here, if it's in my messenger,
my screen. Can you guys see that?
Yes, we can. We'll see.
Just give me my money. Ooh. My turn. Just give me my money.
Yeah,
just give me back my time that I wasted. That's what I just.
That's what. Hey,
is there any significance to the "give me my money" part, like the actual phrase? Is it from something? Is it?
I don't know. But I did see something when I was looking that up that had "give me my money" explained. So maybe if I get really bored and want to shoot myself, then I'll go play that video or something. But
we should make one of those videos for one of our videos, like something that we've said that's like an inside joke, and then we do that, like explain, like beef tracks explained, and we do like
beef tracks. That's a throwback.
And then we do like a deep dive into one of our own episodes.
Yes. Just give me my money.
But no, I thought that would bring up some other old.
I think too. I just hate Tyreek Hill. Like, he's just annoying to begin with. So that didn't help either. But.
So is he listed on your list of things I hate?
He's not. So things I hate is more of like sayings, like
what people do or say, or
Oh, we got a lot of them with football season coming up. Are you ready? I'm gonna break out Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day is on my list. That's number 3 on the list. And they're not in any order, but Sunday Fun Day's on here. How about For the Win?
For the Win.
You don't hear that one as much anymore.
You don't hear this one either.
Some of these, hey, I've been compiling this list for a while. Yes, please.
I know this one's on there.
Ice cream. Understood the assignments on there. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Ice cream.
Yes,
How about this one? I did a thing.
That's just good manners, though.
I did a thing.
What'd you say, Andrew?
I mean, it's just good manners. I teach Vanessa to say yes, please all the time.
But not to herself. Not to her own.
You ask yourself the rhetorical question and then you answer it, yes, please.
Oh.
Macaroni, mac and cheese today? Yes, please.
So anytime anyone buys a car, it's I did a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, no shit. You bought a car. Like, how about we just say I bought a car and grow up?
Because the picture says that already.
Then don't just say anything. Just show me a picture of your new car.
So
then people be saying like, "Hey, did you buy that one?"
Put a big put one of those big gigantic Christmas bows on top of it.
What was yours, Bob?
How about this one? So this just happened.
I don't think that's on there.
You haven't heard that one?
I got living rent free. Living rent free is in that. How about Friendsgiving? There's no Friendsgiving. We're not making up holidays. If you don't have a family, sorry. No Friendsgiving.
I'm fine with Friendsgiving.
Because you're the group. Yeah, you're the group of people I can't stand.
That's fine.
It's your age group. Friendsgiving. No, get a family and grow up.
It's because of this energy at family Thanksgiving. I need to go to a much calmer
what Thanksgiving's
Friendsgiving.
about. Friendsgiving. Stupid. Understood the assignment, Jamie. You said that. How about when somebody types something and then they say, read that again? Read that again. Like, no, I read it already. Like, if it's an important message, read that again. Or louder for the people in back. No, just say your message and move on. Do life when people, I want to do this thing called life. What? Shut up.
I'm going to do life with like if it's your partner's birthday, your husband or your spouse's birthday.
Glad I get to do life with him.
This crazy thing called life. Shut up. You know what though? I think I may have used that like years ago, but that was when it was still cool. That was when it was cool.
So we're getting.
Honestly,
if he uses it, it's cool.
Jamie, you've been using this the last couple of weeks. Bingo card.
Oh yeah. Well,
didn't have that on my 20.
It's kind of
bingo card.
It's kind of tongue in cheek. I know when you say it because we hate it. But how about built different? Is built different?
Or it hits different. I've used that one.
Hits different.
Tongue in cheek. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's
I don't know.
A lot of problems with you people.
How the hell did we get here?
Let me calm down a little bit.
What were some of the other things we talked about?
We let Rudy's hate just steer the show.
Yeah.
My hate. So
we got tie up loose ends. Go ahead.
We have to do what?
Tie up loose ends from past shows. I was gonna go into the Trump merchandise that we talked about.
We can do that, but let me just as we're like sitting here on my hatred. So I spent the day today at the DMV.
Oh yeah,
two separate DM. Well, first of all, I had a dentist appointment, so let's start there. So it was a great day. Which my dentist appointments are fine. Did
you go with the bubble gum?
They don't ask me.
They give you mint.
I miss Dr. Martin with Snoopy and the Red Baron chasing each other on the ceiling.
Right there.
And what the banana? Did the banana chair have a name, or was it just the banana chair?
Banana chair because it was yellow and it shaped like a banana.
Yeah, now kids have full-on flat screen TVs on the ceiling that they can watch while they're getting their teeth worked on. But
yeah, I was watching HGTV today.
Seriously?
Do you remember Dr. Martin's X-ray machine had eyelashes on it and eyeballs?
Did he have a giraffe?
No, it wasn't a giraffe. It was a human. No, it was a human, wasn't it?
No, it was made out to be a giraffe.
I think you're wrong. Let's agree to disagree.
I think the giraffe had the eyelashes.
Yeah.
So I think you're
was the X-ray
It was a
machine.
person. It was a person.
Dude, the X-ray machine
right up against my cheek.
It was a camera on a long arm, and that arm was supposed to be like the giraffe's neck, and so it was like a.
Yeah. Look, we can fight about this all day, but
this
I don't
think
it wasn't. It was a human.
Next, well, that would be creepy. Why would it be a human?
I don't know. I was always creeped out by it. Do you remember Mom used to make us brush our teeth before we went in, like across the hallway?
Yeah.
Like isn't that what they're going to be doing? Like they're going to be doing that
in the bathroom of the office building that he was in. Yeah.
She would pick us up from school, bring our toothbrushes and toothpaste with us, so when she picks us up, we can brush our teeth at the doctor's office.
We should have literally been doing the opposite. We should have been chewing like a mouthful of Oreos to really make him work earn his money.
You are really going to earn your money. Exactly. Anyways, after my dentist appointment, I went to the DMV in Independence, and it was a long wait there. And for me, when I go to the DMV, I've had this. Manny got a car, and so we got to get it registered and stuff like that. His plates are expiring, blah blah blah. But I go knowing, my mindset is probably don't have all the right paperwork, so I'm going to spend an hour to 2 hours waiting to get to the front of the line to then be told I don't have the right stuff. But then they'll let me know. Bobby did make a point. Some places have like a lady at the front desk. Where was I at? A couple places. I've been to places like that where they're like, okay, what are you here for? This is what I'm here for. Okay, you need this, this, and this. So I won't even get in line. Those are nice places to have. But I don't count on that because that's not everywhere. So I went to Independence. Of course, I didn't have the correct paperwork. So went towards Blue Springs, got the correct paperwork. And then I continued on to the DMV in Blue Springs, which was much worse than the one in Independence. The one in Blue Springs was terrible.
Why did you have to go to 2 separate ones?
I just didn't want to go back to Independence. I thought in my mind, I've been to the Blue Springs one before and it's not bad. So let me try that. I didn't have a lot of time. I had to pick up Macy from the bus, from the bus stop. So I gave this one a try, just, whatever. And it was worse than the first one. But I guess my rant is just about people. Like, what are we doing? Like, why are we coming with the attitude? So I know some of the workers sometimes have attitudes, but like this one guy goes up and we're in the Independence location and he didn't have the correct paperwork. And he's like, when she told me he didn't have the correct paperwork, all I heard was, so when I come back, I got to get back at the end of the line. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, this is fucking bullshit and blah, blah, blah. And just storms off and has to make a scene about.
They don't make, some of them don't make it.
I found that out. Like in Blue Springs, there was this one chick that kept getting the wrong stuff. And then she'd come in and sit right by the lady. And as soon as she would finish with somebody, she'd jump up. And now I'm pissed because I'm like, no, you fucked up the first time. Like, get your ass to the back of the line. Like, that's the rules. Like, there are rules, like, I don't know. So I guess it's different for different places, but my beef is just with people. Like, look, you're going to the DMV, what are you expecting? Like, but just the screaming matches and like they finally called your name and now somebody's got to do like a tap dance to show off. Hey, it's my turn. And now we got to be loud with our gestures and talking. And
wait a minute, you actually had people in the DMV like showing off when it was their turn?
Like showing off is, yeah, I would call it showboating. Like talking louder so we all know. Like, dude, like, we don't care.
That's me. Right, it's my turn.
Right.
I'm a nerd.
Like, move on.
And I'm pretty proud of it.
Wow.
My big issue too is like when your work is done, when she's completed with whatever you were there for, move on. Like, don't be cutesy and talk to the lady and carry on a stupid. Like, we're all waiting and we're all watching each person.
Oh my God.
And you're done. Get the hell out of here. Like,
oh my God.
Big dumb animal, see, folks.
When that happened, conversations, what were they about?
Wait, say that again.
Could you hear any of those conversations that were going on after people finished their business?
No, it's mostly older people who don't really have anything to do afterwards. So this is their like, I get to interact with people today. Right. So I'm going to make it, this is going to be a memorable one, So
my mind, I'm thinking, it's sort of like, oh boy, you really sure. Thank you. You made that easy for me.
Yeah. You were great. You were great. I really appreciate, and hey, don't forget to do the thing that I said. Come on, dude. Like, really?
I get that way when I'm behind somebody at the gas pump or at an ATM because never ends. Somebody be finished filling up and then they go put the pump back and then they just walk on over to the driver's side. They open their door, they sit down and let me put my receipt away.
Put my receipt back.
Finally reach over to pull my seatbelt over and
it drives me insane.
You see me waiting behind you. You see me. And then the ATM, when they're like it's the first time they've shown up at an ATM. Ooh,
That's exactly what I was going to say. What is this thing? How does it work?
I will say I can't remember the last time I've been to an ATM. What do you need cash for? Ever?
There's some things I do illegally that I pay for in cash. But anyway.
Okay. All right.
No, but I actually make it like a game. I try to, like, when I go to the ATM on those instances when I have to, I'm like, how quickly can I get it done? Can I get it done in 30 seconds? Put the card in. Boom. Put my pin.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's Seinfeld. Seinfeld. Processing.
Here's the thing.
Processing.
You get the receipt. Thing. You get the receipt. You pull up, like you pull away, so the person behind you can go, and then you get yourself situated. Like
it's called being considerate, and nobody in this world does that anymore. Nobody's considerate.
A place that we've all been multiple times is the fast food line, and it drives me nuts there too. Okay, I'm like, okay, I've seen them hand your drink. I've seen them hand you a bag. Your card is like, you've got everything. Why are you still here? Like, why? And I'll inch up. I've literally had Macy in the backseat. No, Dad, you're going to hit him. No, they've got to get moved. Like, what? I'm
hungry. Lay off me,
Literally,
I'm starving.
My kids from
Okay,
the back
this
will
is
be
not
like,
Nam.
Dad,
This
please,
is bowling. There are rules.
Hey,
please don't honk. Please don't honk, Dad. But I'm like, fucking move. Like, what? You've gotten everything. They've gotten everything. Move.
Lay off me,
The other
I'm
thing that bothers me
starving.
too. The other thing that bothers me
Well-
too is when I pull up to the drive-through and they take my money and I've paid for everything. They're like, okay, can you pull forward for? No, there's no one behind. Like, no, I'm gonna wait here so you move faster. Give me my food now. Sorry. Anywho,
My thing, it kills me is
That
the
should be-
Chick-fil-A drive-thrus. I don't go to Chick-fil-A, but I see the just cluster F that's going on in the Chick-fil-A
At
drive-thru with the
Chick-fil-A?
2 lanes,
I
like
was-
it's a bank or
Dude,
something.
that thing's like a machine. That
I will
thing is-
say that is a well-oiled machine. Like you
And
may
that's-
think it looks like a cluster, but when you get up there, they know exactly what they're doing, and you're in and out pretty
and
quick.
that's mainly my issue with like we've all seen Chick-fil-A. We know how a good process works. You know,
I've
like
eaten,
what are
I've
you
eaten
guys
there
doing?
maybe twice
Yeah.
ever.
Get a
Chick-fil-A?
teenager.
At
Get a
Chick-fil-A?
teenager who it's their first job out there with an iPad, and it just solves all the problems. Just get them
Hold
out there
on.
early.
So you're not a fan of the Chick-fil-A waffle fries?
I don't do I don't do fast food very often, and when I do, it's I think because everybody likes Chick-fil-A and thinks it's so great that I would not go there. Like I said, I've only eaten
That's
maybe
shocking.
2 or 3 times.
It's
Um,
this whole,
I
it's
shocking.
the whole iPhone thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like the iPhone thing. iPhone is Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, or my Android is Zaxby's. So
Time
I'd
out.
rather
Time
go.
out.
What?
I
What?
want to jump and pile on Jamie because that's just a ridiculous statement. But why are these drops not going through? What was the drop? Whoever was trying to play.
That was me. It was shocking. But
Can
I
you
did
guys
it
hear
close.
that? I didn't hear
Yeah.
it. Like
I heard
you
it
guys are
twice.
hearing them okay?
I
But
heard
you
it
guys are
twice.
hearing them all the way through.
I don't know. That's a short one. I heard shocking.
9 times.
Okay,
I
that
heard that.
one worked. That one worked. Okay, sorry,
That's
we can figure this out
shocking.
anyways. Jamie, you're insane. That's insane. That you
What
won't
part
go
of
to
that is-
Chick-fil-A because everyone likes it.
Well, that and because it's intimidating that there's drive through, 3D. I'm
They're not
good.
open.
Dude, here's what I do. I put the order in on my phone. There's the farthest out to the right lane. You pull up and you scan the QR code on your phone. You don't talk to a single person. Then you just go around.
Hold on. This
I-
will
I
get him
think
to, this will get him to go to Chick-fil-A. I have gotten more free food using their rewards points than at any place I've ever gone in my life. I've gotten
Just
hundreds
right
of
now.
dollars.
Just right now, they have a
I don't
little
really-
game on their app where you play it and then you get free fries. At the end of
What?
it. That's all yeah, go get your
Why am-
Chick-fil-A app right now.
I don't have a
it's like-
Chick-fil-A app.
well,
You don't have
there
the
go.
app?
That's your
Are
first
you not
mistake.
scanning every time you order?
You should have an app. You should have an app for any place you go.
No, because my
frequently enough.
phone is clogged with fast food apps that I never use. I use Burger King, and that's it, really, and Little Caesars. But first of all, the apps are way too. I don't do rewards. When I roll up to McDonald's, will you be using our app today? No, shut up and take my order. I'm here with money, like normal person.
You can get a buy one get one free Happy Meal every day of the week. You can get free medium fries every day. Like there's
guys
so many
hear
great
your-
deals.
The amount of free food I've gotten from Chick-fil-A
Yes.
just by using the app is
Wait a minute.
ridiculous. It's
Wait a
ridiculous.
You guys are gonna keel over and die. Like
Have I not
you
been
talk about
living my life?
Not
Happy
because
Meal.
But you know what? I will die having had their spicy chicken sandwich and waffle fries. So I'll die happy, man.
Dude, Chick-fil-A waffle fries. I will murder my own child for Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Which one?
Manny.
The Chick-fil-A waffle fries are second only to Five Guys.
now, see,
Hey, do you guys remember Paul's fries and their onion rings?
The onion rings are the best.
Oh,
Let's all take a moment of silence.
Let's all do the Homer
Paul's,
Simpson.
for Paul's in Argentine.
I've totally forgotten that the mic
Or the Joe
and the audience.
the Joe Murillo. Paul's. Shout out to Joe Murillo.
There will never be another onion ring like theirs. But
I can't
like
eat.
Paul's-
I can't eat an onion ring anywhere else. They ruined me for onion rings.
Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there.
Yeah,
But,
see,
For those that
not
don't know,
get-
Paul's was a restaurant. It was not a restaurant. That's
You had me
hole
at
in the
a
wall.
tornado.
way too much credit. That was a hole in the wall burger joint, a diner, not even a diner.
we've
Over
got
there in
so many.
KCK.
We've got so many fat drops that oh my god! But I am like
Can't get through them all.
I'm loving a conversation about food, and it's
Started-
terrible.
Where did we start? We started with Rudy's rants about the DMV, and somehow we ended up on
food. But
how did we get here?
Jamie, Chick-fil-A is also
ATMs and
closed on
drive-throughs. Drive-throughs. You
Jamie,
started talking about drive-throughs.
Drive-throughs.
Chick-fil-A is
Now,
also closed on Sundays. That seems like that's right up your alley. You're very Jesus-y.
I'm going
No?
to show you guys how many points
Yeah,
I have.
appreciate
They
right
also also don't like gay people. That sounds very much up your.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
1,144 points.
Is that
sound
anything
like
like
And that's after I got 2 free chicken sandwiches this past weekend. So
is that
I think
anything
we-
like hey
I got 2,400.
you got me beat.
Good God, you
And-
guys.
And like I
And what
said,
do you
there's that free fry I got for playing the game.
And then
what do
yeah,
you
sometimes
get? And what do you get for all those points?
High
What do I
cholesterol.
get?
free food.
Free food.
Cholesterol.
But I never use. That's the problem. See, the reason I have so many is I never use it because I'm always like, oh, I'll just keep earning more points.
Yeah,
I
that's
never.
the way I am,
It's almost like this is now money.
Yeah.
Where I don't want to spend this.
I don't want to use
And
my
it comes
points.
Full circle, and he says, "Give me my money."
Give me my money. Hey.
See,
Did you guys ever
earlier
collect-
Rudy said, "Give me my food," and I thought that would be his version. Give me my food.
So see, I won't even eat Whataburger.
Know what healthy
I
is?
love Whataburger. I love Whataburger, but I won't eat it here. I have to eat it in Texas. That's my thing. When I go to Texas, I eat it there. I don't want to eat.
They
here.
they have a great rewards program, by the way, too.
Whataburger
Whataburger
does?
just gives me free burgers. They're like, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. Here's
Yeah.
a free.
Every once in a while, they just
Oh my
email.
God.
Here's a free.
Dude,
here's a
I
free
get
meal.
I get emails from them like, "Hey, you want some Whataburger Nikes?" Like, what? No. Why would I ever wear Nikes like Whataburger Nikes? Like, I don't know, but
I see that
they've
stuff,
got,
and I'm like, yeah, one day I think I am going to buy me some Whataburger Nikes.
yeah,
I didn't realize
I don't know.
I didn't realize you three were so addicted to fast food.
I get.
Do you guys collect?
No, hold
do
on,
you guys,
hold on. I'm not,
hold
I'm not
on,
addicted
hold
to
on.
It, but it's when I do it, I like to get rewarded
Yeah.
for it.
I'm not addicted. I just do it smart.
Do you guys collect? Do you guys collect Scoopy points?
That's Culver's, right?
That's Culver's. Jamie knows he's got kids.
Wait,
that-
wait. They don't have an app, do they?
No, you got this is
probably
old
do.
school. Well, they probably do, but on the kids' bags for the happy or the kids' meals,
Oh,
you tear them off, and you get a free ice cream. But then the other ticket is like a Scoopy point, and I don't know. You can redeem them for like volleyballs and shit or stupid stuff like that. But
we do the free ice cream on the bag, but I've never seen the Scoopy points.
And
everybody always throws the Scoopy points away. And I asked Macy, I'm like, do you keep those? Like, do you have a collection of Scoopy points that you're trying to save up and get the windbreaker or something? Like, I don't know, but yeah.
Anita goes to
Scoopy
Culver's enough with her parents, with her mom and brother that every time she goes, it's like she gets a free scoop of something.
Oh, I love me a butter burger. Good
So
God.
hungry, me
Oh,
so
jeez.
hungry.
We had no plan coming into this show, but yeah, needless to say, we ended up on food, and so
We made an hour and we still got tons of
guys,
stuff
we're
to talk about,
53
don't
minutes. Yeah, I know.
we? Let's.
I'm
I mean, I don't.
I'm going through my picks looking for Paul's onion rings that I took a picture of.
Oh my
If you have a
God,
picture of Paul's onion rings, then that's
Mm.
next level.
Well, because I think it was the last time I ever went there. Like they were closing, and it was the first time Vanessa had ever had any. So I took a picture of it.
Paul's. Now, I loved me some Paul's, and nothing compares to Paul's. But
Well,
I
explain the onion ring. If you can describe it, because
describe the onion ring, man. It was just it was unlike any.
Can you describe the onion ring, sir?
Describe the onion ring for me. Well, you see,
It was
in the
very
moonlight,
soft and moist, and
it was glistening.
there was so much batter to it. It
Yeah.
was
The
nice and
bag, the
soft.
bag was the bag was nearly translucent.
The
covered
onion,
in
the
grease.
onion translucent. It was translucent with the grease.
Yes, it was. I'm trying to paint
The
a picture
onion-
here.
Please.
The onion inside the ring was actually secondary to the batter. I mean, we pretty much were just eating fried batter, is what it was.
Just yes,
yeah.
just give me.
God.
Oh my
that sounds
god!
amazing.
But
Why
yeah.
would you have an empire? Why would you have an empire such as Paul's and just shut down?
I'm
Why
very
would you sell
aroused.
that off?
Next generation
Or-
didn't want it. But hey, what I was going to say is invariably I would go to Paul's, have Paul's, and would enjoy the hell out of it, and then like 2 hours later would have the worst case of indigestion, and it was like, oh, now I'm tasting it a second time.
Do you guys remember laying in the back of Dad's truck, laying down, and as we're heading to Paul's, you can see, was it the Power and Light building that changed colors? And it was a whole thing, man. It was a whole adventure.
So all right, so you have to imagine this. Let me tell the story. Let me broaden that topic out, because no, that's actually a great point. We lived in Northeast Kansas City. Our favorite burger place where you could feed 3-4 young men was over in KCK. So occasionally, our parents being raised in the 80s, they let us hop in the back of Dad's pickup bed. We would lay flat while we were going on I-70 through the southern loop of downtown, and yeah, we would stare up at the sky, and we were literally, God, we lived in a different time. We were laying flat in the back of a bed of a pickup truck going on I-670 and staring up at the Power and Light building and watching it change, because it doesn't change. Does it still change colors, or does it just stay one color now?
Good question. I don't know.
It doesn't change colors anymore.
Haven't really looked
I don't
at
think
it
it
lately,
does.
but
I don't think
I remember going there with Linda Pernice and David Castro. I remember going there with Mom and Dad and Joe Murillo. I remember the arm wrestling machine in there was it the bullhorns? You had to it was a test of strength. It was a test of strength. They also had little gumball machines with homies in them. They had pinball
Little
machines
homies.
little homies.
You know what we need to do is next episode or one of the episodes down the road, we need to find out if we can interview a member of the family, Paul's family, and what happened. How'd you guys get started? Why'd you guys fold up?
Yeah, I don't know. We should have bought that. If anything, if there was anything to buy, it was Paul's. That was a moneymaker.
I didn't want to run a burger joint.
We wouldn't run it. We would hire people to run it.
Eat all the food.
And we would just be in the back, with all the boxes around us,
eating all the profits.
How are you gonna sell, bud, if all you do is smoke it? I don't know. That's my only problem.
That's my only problem.
Well, like you guys talked about driving, like it was a to-do to drive from Northeast. We would drive from Independence when I lived over there. It was a big thing to go either there or Rosedale.
Farther. Yeah.
Because
when I lived,
go ahead.
When I lived in the River Market, it blew my mind to realize how close I was to the West Bottoms. Like literally a 2-minute drive, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm that close to Paul's. And once I found that out, I was there quite often. Yeah, but I would always have to get my drink at McDonald's. So their drinks were ridiculously overpriced. But
those are the two things I always remember, because Mom had a certain point. You knew when she got to was it 670 that goes underneath? That's when she calls to place the order, because now we're about 10-15 minutes. And that's the thing. Don't let she always had to tell them how far away she was. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and they don't give a crap.
Nope, I'll be
but
there. Extra pickles, extra mustard, because she was convinced that made it bigger somehow.
Yeah, and they didn't. But
on the way back though, then she'd be coming under 670, and she'd be calling us. And now it's we got the Pauls. Get the pop ready. Get the pop
ready.
Well, that was the other thing is
secured the bag. Get the pop ready.
If we were eating there though, or in the because it was a drive-in, so you had to eat in the car. But if we were eating there, we would go to McDonald's down the street first to get the $1. That was when you could get a large McDonald's drink for $1. So we'd all get a $1 drink and then go eat the burgers and fries.
I'm freaking hungry.
I thought you don't eat fast food, Mr.
Fast food. That sounds amazing.
Let me just ask you guys a question. So with Paul's gone, you have one night, it's just you by yourself. You don't have to feed any kids. You don't have to feed a wife, a girlfriend, anything. It's just you. where fast food. So I'm not counting Chipotle. I will count sandwich shops, but where are you going? Where are you going? You got
Man, I don't care about my weight, my health.
Nope. None of that
Cost?
matters.
Cost?
None of that
Five
matters.
Guys.
Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Cost.
Five Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
That's
maybe Five Guys. I was gonna say Whataburger.
If you expand it to casual dining, I'm a big Red Robin fan, and I'll go and I'll get the cheapest burger there, and then I will take it home, maybe take a bite out of it, take it home, but then destroy like 12 baskets of fries, and just like make that never-ending bottomless fry thing. Just make them pay.
You know, if I'm going fast food, I'm a Freddy's fan. I definitely see your Five Guys. My thing with Five Guys is like, so I've got to get the little cheeseburger and the little fries, which is plenty. But I don't get a drink because the food itself is already putting me up around $15-$16.
Can't take out a mortgage.
So there's no drink with me at Five Guys. But like Freddy's, I can just be like, let me get the, patty melted, the whatever. I like the seasoning and the Freddy's sauce and stuff like that. But
all right, so here's what I don't like about Freddy's is that the fries. I mean, I hate shoestring fries. I hate trying to grab 2 or 3.
I normally do, but I kind of dig these shoestring fries. The other thing I will say though is sometimes like if I have a night and I'm like, okay, this is exciting. I get to eat whatever I want. Yeah, I feel like I get so excited. Sometimes
what am I going to
want? Wingy.
don't mess up this decision. Don't mess it up.
Sometimes I forget to even think about chicken. There's KFC, there's Church's Chicken, there's
KFC.
There's nothing like an original recipe with some mashed potatoes.
I was just thinking burgers, but dang, you throw in a Meat Lovers original pan crust at Pizza Hut, and I will, that's good. What's that?
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Oh my god! That is Paul's
onion rings
on the left.
Paul's onion ring. Oh my god!
Wow!
I just had a tingle in my pants.
Although
I'm very aroused.
That kind of looks like a brown eye.
Maybe
from the picture.
Maybe that's why I had the tingle in my pants.
He's like, whoops,
that reminds me. This is very out of left field, but I got to tell you this story. We were a couple weeks ago before our trip to Chicago. We stopped at a small county fair that Kaylee's brother had some sheep there, and they were showing. And her Vanessa was having fun with it, and her cousins were there. It was a fun little thing we did. But we all went to lunch at this little county fair, and my mother-in-law was looking at her 4 grandchildren, and she's just like, look at their faces. I got 3 brown eyes and 1 blue eye. And
that's what she said.
I wish I had 3 brown eyes.
That's what she said.
This was now the moment when I learned that Kaylee and I were the only one of the 5 adults there who knew what that meant. Because I started laughing really hard, and I had to explain myself to all of them, and none of them had ever. They're like, "Oh,"
and they then thought, "Oh my God, you're a fucking creep."
Disgusting. Who the hell did my daughter marry? A freaking weirdo.
But I will say, I've spent a lot of time with my mother-in-law in the 2 weeks since, and that joke has kept coming back every.
And now
I'm very aroused.
You've disseminated across 123 subscribers.
Yeah.
How many?
Wow, 112.
12. But thank you for giving us a little extra boost.
Yeah, giving us a little boost, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Jesus, we should have said that at the beginning. But
don't you want more of this content? I mean,
tell your friends. Like our stuff on social media. Share it. I know we're funny. I mean,
you're gonna want to be listening out and looking out for a live, maybe possibly a live episode this Sunday.
Yeah, we got a live. Look for a live broadcast. I'd probably say around 1:15, 1:30 on Sunday this week. We're gonna try to do our second live show.
Worry, nobody's
during our
listening
fantasy football
anyway.
draft.
I love that.
I'm realizing that.
I think if you're listening around 1 o'clock, maybe let's say 1:30, 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon,
August 18th.
You may catch an interview with a Twin Peaks waitress. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we're having our annual fantasy football draft at Twin Peaks on Sunday. A lot of it's all family members in our league, so a lot of faces you guys will recognize. So tune in on YouTube Sunday around 1. So
we'll have plenty to talk about the draft next week because, like Rudy said, it'll be this Sunday. But I have to share with you guys this. Well, you guys were on the text because we've got a group text here, and I've just went ahead and thrown a name on it. I called it Paredes Men, and so it's all of us Paredes Men. And so I saw on Wednesday that sports betting is going to be on the ballot in Missouri in November. So I send a group text out to the Paredes Men, and I said, yeah, it's going to be on the ballot this November for all my family that lives in Missouri. My father, who you have to understand, never sends a text and never replies to a text, much less one in a group text environment, says, I am voting against this so my family won't go broke betting. So, I mean, that was just so out of the norm for him to say something like that. Obviously pretty funny. Then me and my sons, we all start jumping in, and, we just couldn't believe that the dad would not only send a text, but send one that was actually pretty funny, that he's
a little
planning
slam.
to see it. Yeah. And then he outdid himself a little bit further too. He said, I'm voting. I said, not if you win, hey, it's only bad if you lose. If you win, it's not betting's not a bad thing. Dad says they, meaning my brothers, because I've won, but they can't even win in fantasy football. So again, another slam on you guys. I was like, wow, because I think of the four of us, I'm the only one that's ever won.
I've won.
I've won. Are you kidding me? I've won the league 3 times.
Okay. All right. I stand corrected.
I've won once, and I think I finished second once. But
so we're mainly talking about Jamie and Rudy here. But
I've never even as much as finished second.
Now, you've never finished second. How long have we been doing this?
That was going to be my question earlier. Didn't we?
20
we
years?
talked about it.
Almost 20 years.
20 years,
not
maybe.
20, not 20.
Not yet. Not quite. Because it was started
less than 15.
Past
I think we ended up saying it was about 15.
Past league members.
I think it's actually a few more, but yeah, around there.
Vince Paredes, Rudy Paredes, Jason. What's his last name? Dowell. Jason Dowell. We had Ralphie Paredes.
Travis.
I basically donated several $100s to this fantasy football league that I've never won.
Oh, sure.
But I did win one in our cousin Tommy Gray's league. Like the first year I played, like I won $400 for being like first place in the regular season, and then another $400 for like for winning the whole thing or whatever. So I won like $800 in his league, and yeah, so I kind of probably breaking even about now.
In the family league, but yeah, I couldn't get over Dad just really just handing you guys L's. I mean, he was just he was on fire yesterday.
Dad needs to watch his back.
And as Kylie says, no crumbs. Like he ate no crumbs. I guess that's a hip thing.
Oh yeah, okay,
I just got that. Yeah, you said no crumbs, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I just left that.
Dad was eating last night.
No crumbs to me. Yeah, but he was.
Yeah, Dad was eating last night. No crumbs. No crumbs. Absolutely.
All right, some more to come next week on fantasy football because the draft is this weekend.
I will say in my other I have a fantasy football league that started last year. It was their first year. It was at work, and the guy got us a trophy, an actual trophy. And so I won the league the inaugural year. It's sitting in my office with my nameplate with the year, my name, a team. And I got to say, I know I've dropped the ball last couple of years on getting us a trophy, but I mean, I think we need a trophy. Like I've won a couple leagues now, a few times now, and there's nothing like actually being handed a trophy. I made them I got up on a step stool in my ladder and I made them hand it to me. Like I went all
Did
out.
you guys Did you guys see the viral video this week of the guy that came in last in his fantasy football league? And I don't know what team it was, but he had to go to a baseball game and he was dressed as a clown, full clown makeup. And he had a shirt that says, "I suck at fantasy football" or something. And like he made it on the broadcast and they were talking about him, the announcers. I can't remember which team it was. I feel like it was a Phillies game, maybe. But yeah, he had to sit there. He was talking to some lady, and yeah, he had full on clown makeup, and yeah, he was a story for a little bit. So
yeah, we need to have a punishment in our league for whoever finishes last. I've heard one punishment is you've got to go and take the SAT or ACT for 3 hours. Yeah,
yeah.
Can you imagine Dad having to do that?
There was another one I heard recently that was pretty good, but I can't think of it. But we haven't touched, and I feel like we have to touch before we end on it, anything, is the Australian breakdancer, Ray Gunn.
Absolutely.
There's not much to say. It's been a week, and everybody's every meme has been she's taken the Haktua girl's place as our favorite meme or whatever. But that was terrible. Like that.
So
breakdancing wasn't bad, but
my question is just like, what is the process here? Like, how did she qualify for the Olympics?
I think it was in a roundabout way. She qualified herself, and I don't think I saved that any longer. But she's an academic, and she studies breakdancing. So she was like on the. I don't know. I'd have to find the explanation again, but yeah, she.
Well, I mean, she was just doing things that I wouldn't think would count as breakdancing, right? I mean, that's kind of what's silly about it all. But like, who's to say what is and what isn't? And I don't know. It's just weird or what do they think it is over there as opposed to here? Everybody's got different.
It's an art form, like but yeah, I don't know how she qualified. That was weird, but she's now ruined it, and it's no longer going to be in the Olympics ever again. So
I know that's terrible.
Yeah, I know. Jesus,
I think it wasn't going to be in this next Olympics, regardless of her performance. But
anyway, anybody see anything this week? Or wait, what were you going to say, Bob?
No, you just the memes are the best part. So let me see if I
can we didn't bring any unless you're going to pull some up. But
yeah, I got
my favorite one was when that's exactly the one I was going to say.
Yeah, I shared that one.
That one's good.
I really liked that one.
Pretty good.
Did you see Rachel Dratch?
Yes, on Jimmy Fallon.
On Fallon. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was good too. So yeah. Anybody see anything? Any recommendations this week? I know I've got one. I just watched it last night. If you've got Apple TV, watch The Instigators with Matt Damon and Casey Affleck. Very good movie. I'm not a movie reviewer, but go watch it. It's awesome.
How many popcorn bags?
I'd give it 4.5 popcorn bags out of 5. I'll give it 4. I mean, it's not The Godfather or anything. But it was fun. Honestly, I'm entertained by a Boston accent regardless. Do you remember that thing that Seth Meyers did, that fake movie trailer? Yeah,
that's accent.
Good. Yeah,
we should post that somewhere.
Yes, a lot of Boston accents. So that got me through, and it was a good story. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah, I sounded like mom there. It was a good story. Yeah. No, it was fine. Yeah. Boston accents, Matt Damon, Casey Affleck. I love Casey Affleck. So yeah.
Anybody watch Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix? There's a new season out. There's a couple decent episodes. I think they released like 5 or 6 of them, and there's like 2 or 3 that are pretty decent. But yeah, I'm an avid Unsolved Mysteries watcher.
Does it ever get boring that every mystery is going to go unsolved?
Kind of, but the old school Unsolved Mysteries, they would have updates, and they're like, that one got solved, blah blah. But this one, not yet. They're all.
This one just leaves you hanging. They might be outside. We don't know. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. Like one of them, like though, I was a little bummed that the first episode was about the. Was it the Jack the Ripper? I'm like, really? If you haven't solved one from the 1800s, a cold case for a reason. So, wasting my time.
Like, I'm not trying. This seems like a history class. I'm not trying to learn anything.
Yeah, come on.
Now there's another one.
Tricking me.
There's another one where a human head was found, and yeah,
Ooh.
so that's pretty cool. That's pretty
Did
cool.
Did Joe Pesci find it?
No, he did not.
He had 7
heads
other
in-
ones that he was hauling around.
There is a Lacey Peterson documentary that's supposed to be out on Netflix that I'm going to catch. I'm kind of
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys know who I'm talking about?
I've heard of her. I'm sure she killed like a baby or her husband or something.
No,
That was Casey Anthony, wasn't it?
Oh, wait, Peterson. So Scott Peterson.
Yeah.
Too many.
He's kind of a douchey looking guy. He
I'm
killed
kinda,
murders.
I have morbid taste.
Why'd he kill all of them?
Why'd he kill all of them?
I was gonna say the same thing. Is Jamie's really got some morbid?
Yeah.
Well, remember when he was little, he used to draw pictures of death at Holy Cross, like in grade school.
No, I didn't.
Like the Grim Reaper?
They called mom up to the school, didn't they? Because you were like a psycho.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, you drew a lot of death scenes.
Although that would explain a lot. I did.
Ask mom on Sunday. Yeah,
no joke. I think you actually did.
Really?
Yes. The school called mom because you drew a lot of death.
We'll ask mom, and then if not, then you'll come on here and you'll admit that.
Apologize.
Yes,
I was wrong, but I'm not wrong. 100%.
I kind of know this. Remember?
I think I remember seeing one. Like they gave one to mom, and you had like bullets like going in. Somebody was dead on the ground, and there was blood.
I can't draw. So
I know. No. It was.
I know.
No,
that's why it was so weird. That was why it was so weird that these were so well drawn.
It was a terrible drawing. Don't get me wrong. You're
crazy.
But, I watch some pretty whacked out stuff. So. Which is probably the reason I wake up at 4 a.m. I can't go back to sleep because, I have constant nightmares of me being like running from people that are trying to shoot me. Wow. Yeah, I will have dreams that I'm being abducted by an alien, and I will like scream out in my dream, and it just comes out like, yeah.
So, like, do you wake up Emily?
Yeah. She has to hit me or something. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And part of that is like I usually, and I never watched like horror movies when I was little. I was too chicken or whatever. But now as I'm older, I'm like horror movies, like not horror movies, horror.
Right. Horror. I was just enunciating it better. So go ahead.
So now I watch those like constantly. Like I watch horrible, creepy stuff. And
are they behind you now? They're behind you. Run!
That was actually good timing. Yeah.
It was.
Somebody's walking around upstairs and scared the piss out of me.
So that's why on Saturday he played Rockwell's. I feel like always feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah, I totally get into Halloween. Yeah, I totally get into Halloween now, and so I watch like some awful stuff. Like I binge watched all the Halloweens and stuff, and it's.
So I've always been scared of scary movies, horror movies. I've always been scared of them, so I'm not a big fan of them. But like occasionally I'll find one that I like. But it's very rare that there's a good one. I think. Like I'm not gonna do the Paranormal Activity stuff. I'm not gonna do, but watch The
Strangers.
I've seen that one. That one was good. That was one that I'm like, that was really good. I enjoyed that. I was scared, and it was a good movie. But like I watched, did you see that movie Megan a couple of years ago with the little robot girl doll?
But I heard that was supposed to be kind of silly. Like that wasn't like taking itself seriously.
I mean, it was fine. Yeah, it was like it was kind of like a silly. Well, I guess the Child's Plays were kind of silly too with Chucky, but I don't know. I just if I can find a good horror movie, I can respect that. But most of them are just kind of ridiculous. But
have either of you heard of Bone Tomahawk? I've never seen it. But it disturbs
that's that
me.
Indian. That's that Native American porn. That Jamie.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
Go ahead.
But no, it disturbs me just when I hear it described. But it's like the first half. It's almost like From Dusk Till Dawn, where like the first half is like a Western, or it's like it feels like a genre movie. But then halfway through, you find out when they're on their mission or whatever that they run into Native Americans that are like cannibals and like huge, like super strength and stuff, and they keep them they take them prisoner and keep them in underground and stuff. I don't know. I've only heard and seen things from it, but it seems really freaky.
Is that newer or older, or is it on
like
Netflix,
within the
or?
last, probably within the last 10 to 15 years? It's like a Kurt
Okay.
Russell. I don't know.
Wow, interesting.
But I've heard good things. But if you're into that kind of creepy, like genre bending kind of creepy stuff,
right. All right. Well,
that was the tangent I didn't expect to get on. Do we want to hit the merchandise that we talked about a couple episodes ago? Do you want to quickly show your?
Yeah, well, we can hit that, sure. So several episodes ago, I told you guys to try and come with your most outrageous,
I'm going to show the one I found.
Trump products. Excuse
me.
So
I'm going to say right now, I saw one, but I saw one in the wild, but I didn't take a picture of it because I didn't want to get punched.
This is mine. I didn't. Can you see this?
Oh wow!
That is Jesus kissing Donald Trump.
Wow.
Yes. This is the because weren't we talking about? I think it had to do with that Trump Superstore that I saw. We were talking about the craziest Trump merchandise that we've seen out there. I saw that guy on my vacation. Yeah, I saw that guy with the Trump 2024 swimming trunks.
Right.
So yeah, so that's what I found. I think Rudy, you had something that you showed us earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull the picture up. If you guys,
I'll let Rudy look for it. I've got stuff. So this is one of the first ones, Trump coloring book. You guys see that?
Oh. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's a new one. I haven't seen one of those.
And then you gotta have the Donald Trump wireless Bluetooth speaker. Can you guys see that one?
No.
Nope. Hold on. There we go. How about now?
That's a Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah. Donald Trump wireless Bluetooth speaker.
Ah.
All right, but then here's the piece de resistance.
We should say it looks kind of like a Russian doll thing. Almost.
Does babushka, or not what are they called?
A Russian stacker doll thing.
Yeah.
They're called something.
Here's the one.
Yeah, there's a name. I can't think of it.
And the coloring book was Trump looked like Superman, but it's a T. I just want to describe.
What is that? What is that,
ready?
Bob?
Last one.
That's the.
Okay, gotcha.
So you guys saw the coloring. The first one was the coloring book with him looking like a superhero. The second one was the Bluetooth speaker, and then here's the last one. And it's probably hard to read, but it says Empire by Trump, alcohol-free deodorant. So if you ever wanted to
Trump deodorant, huh?
Yeah, Trump deodorant.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, that one could pair with mine right here. Don't mind us in the corner there. If you can zoom in on that. Can't really zoom in. Sorry, it was a screenshot off my phone. It's a soap head. Donald Trump soap. So that's the one I found. Yeah.
And then at the fair, I saw three guys who were walking in like a pack, like almost like a flying V. But they had Trump flags that they were wearing as capes.
Okay, that's pretty common, actually. I think I see.
Yeah.
Seem to.
Have you ever seen three all traveling together wearing the same flag?
No.
It felt very
on TV, not in real life, but yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy, pretty weird.
Crazy products.
But I will say at the state fair, I stopped by the Missouri Democrats, which they are just so thankful that anybody stops by there because it's just nothing but Trump country. And they have this little tiny tent and they just want to talk your ear off when anybody stops in. But we got a yard sign, Harris Walls yard sign. It's navy blue and red, just like a Trump sign. Like it's the exact Trump layout, everything. And so first off, when I'm carrying it around, it looks like I'm carrying a Trump sign. But it dawned on me, I wonder if that's like the Harris campaign trolling Trump by using like the exact same look of his. I don't know, but I'll take a picture of it and I'll show it to you guys. I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, that's strange.
It's weird. It's really, when you see it, it's really striking. It's like
because I'm picturing them in my head, and yeah, I think they are pretty similar. So
I think it maybe is like really rushed, like the first wave of stuff. Because if you also look at the sign, Walls is like almost feels like twice as big as Harris. It's really, really weird. But it's in the yard.
Somebody's getting fired.
Yeah,
nice.
They also asked for a $10 donation for the sign, but I just said, "Hey, you're gonna get my vote." That's probably.
Hey, I'm doing you a favor, buddy.
That's one fewer that you have to put back in your car at the end of this thing.
There you go.
Donations.
I thought
it was a trash. Okay,
Yeah.
well, good. Do we have an award or no? Are we giving it to Macy?
Maybe Macy.
Yeah, we could give it to Macy. I don't
She
have
actually
the picture.
requested. You want to tell that story? She requested to be the recipient.
We Macy and I had a little dinner or early dinner when I got her off the bus, and she was sitting there just being goofy. She had the sillies or whatever, she was just being goofy, and she hollowed out one of her breadsticks and put it over her straw and began drinking her drink through the breadstick. And when I said, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Can I win the Quit Acting Stupid award?" So, Macy, I think you're going to win the Quit Acting Stupid award. You're named after your brother. Yeah, there you go. You'll be, yeah. Ask and you shall receive. So, Macy, quit acting stupid. I literally had to tell her that. Like, quit acting
The Lord
stupid.
is my shepherd. He know what I want.
We need to get her on the actual show, or one of your kids. None of your kids. Actually, it's the only one that's been on the show.
Macy has been on. Like that day you kept screwing up, Jamie, and me and Bobby talked Valentine's. We interviewed her in her Valentine's box.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And she's come down in the background a few times, but Manny, I think he's coming home tonight. I don't know. He knows when we record, so
wouldn't it be funny if you were talking about Manny coming home and then just like Cosmo Kramer, he would just pop through that door right behind you? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
So Parker texted me during the show. She just got home. So I don't know if you guys heard that ding, but yeah, I need to get the kids on. I haven't had mine on, and so
all right.
We will do that. We will do that.
We'll work on
and
that.
Xavier said that he hasn't been on because we haven't asked. So
what?
Hey,
I guess I've got an extended formal invitation. So
I think all family members have an open invitation, right? No,
just name the time, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, did somebody just delete the video clip? It was just up there, like literally a second ago.
I did.
Why?
Why would you do that?
We played it last week.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, it was the one about why are you so fat? Why are you so fat?
Yeah, I deleted that one already. That was you just deleted the other one.
Funny Farm.
Don't ruin it for the people, but
sorry.
Well, we still got one. There's another one on here, but anyway. Now I think I might have deleted that. I clipped it up and everything.
This is why we have to get a producer.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up. What are we doing?
All right. Clip of the week.
You want to use this Sopranos clip as the clip of the week?
Yeah. Let's do it. So we can delete it off.
It's the only one we have.
Clip of the week. I know. You deleted the other one I was going to use. So clip of the week, everybody.
Oh, look at that. It's like an ad for a fucking weight loss center. Before and way before. This guy ever stop breaking balls?
Right.
That kind of goes with us talking about food this whole time. Yeah. So anyway.
All right. Well, we thank you all for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, sign up on all of our platforms. I think Rudy's got us just about everywhere. So Instagram,
X,
I think
Instagram,
we're even on TikTok.
Facebook,
Are we on TikTok?
Yeah, I guys, I don't get them all out there all the time. So I'll try to be more active on there.
All right. Yeah. So just give me my money.
Hey.
Give me my money.
Give me my money. Just give me my money.
Yay.
Just give me my money.
On that note,
for my brother Andrew, my brother Rudy, my brother Jamie. Until next time, quit acting stupid.
Not to get into too much troubles, okay?